Gamarjoba. Alex here, enjoying the sound of crickets, birds, God knows what else, in a park in Georgia. I just showed you a little cheeky little hint of the view here. This is a lovely park overlooking the other side of the valley here. Very peaceful place to come as I work through the heaviness in my stomach, having had one too many flapjacks after a period of not much sugar and not many carbs, and I'm feeling a little bit low as a result, although this run is starting to perk me up. I've just finished a run around this park. Lovely day. For those of you who are considering a bit of travel, Georgia, highly recommended. I've just been on a 3-day trip to the mountains, but Tbilisi itself is fantastic, and every day I marvel at the weather here, the clarity of the sky. They don't seem to have many clouds here, albeit for the odd day where you get a bit of rain and it goes away, and then it's bright as anything, and it's been like this for a good 4 months non-stop, just crystal clear, nice sunlight, and anyone who's living here will attest to that. Anyway, I want to get into the discussion point at hand for today's little chat, little informal, impromptu, little one-to-one free coaching session that you guys are getting. And if you appreciate these, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you're hooked in to the sayings, the teachings, the wisdoms of yours truly, Alex Mathers. I'm babbling. Maybe I should be a radio host. What do you think? Podcast is actually coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I want to talk today about something that I introduce into my coaching practice a lot, which is what I do with my clients. Is I always try to get them to think outside of their everyday existence and try and think and imagine and see the possibilities of a life that involves moving outside of your box, moving outside of the bubble that we create for ourselves in simply fending for our lives. Do you know what I mean? Just simply subsisting. It's a bit windy here. We've got a hell of a lot of wind here. This is not ideal. A little bit of adventure. What can you do? So rather than kind of in survival mode, in subsistence mode, which most of us find ourselves in, life becomes overwhelming. No matter how beautiful the weather, no matter how beautiful the surroundings, life can get monotonous and tedious, frustrating, difficult, and that usually has an impact on our mood, on our sense of well-being, our mental health. And for those of us unlucky enough to be absorbed into that, which is most of us, our energy levels go down, we dip, we get frustrated, and of course that feeds into a continual loop, a continual cycle of mediocrity, to be harsh. And what I try and get my clients, and you guys of course, thinking about is how you can rise above that, and what strategies you can use to lift yourself and lift your thinking, lift your mindset, to get you out of that muck, that everyday hamster wheel that's so boring and so frustrating, and think in terms of extraordinary. How can you actually envision, let alone have, a life that many would consider extraordinary, fascinating, exciting, exhilarating, fresh? Well, the good news is that is possible for any of us. We can all live lives that exhilarate. Even if there are ups and downs, we can still find an existence for ourselves that goes above and beyond anything we might have previously anticipated only a short time ago. And what I do is I tell my clients whenever I have the opportunity to take action on something extraordinary, to think of an extraordinary result or thing that they would want to bring into their lives that would be incredible. Some feat, some achievement, some element of their life, whether it be an amazing client, a mountain climbed, something that they might have dreamt about in passing but scoffed at with a chuckle, thinking that it was never going to be possible. Writing a book, writing that children's book, meeting that celebrity, starting that TV show, whatever it is, something incredible that is just seemingly right now beyond the realm of all sensibility and rationality and reasonability. What is that thing that's extraordinary that you could, being in this coaching session, me and you, now that the environment's slightly different, now that the paradigms can change because you are being coached, what is possible? What could be extraordinary for you? And then I get to work making things like that happen with a bit of a push from me, but really it's the client doing it all themselves. And you can do the same when you make it clear to yourself what extraordinary things you could bring into your life, what extraordinary ways of elevating your mood, your energy, your focus, your attention could look like. And then think about what requests you need to make of yourself. This is the key thing. This is the key to the keyhole to opening that door of extraordinary, which is what request do you need to make of yourself that is extraordinary, that is in alignment with that extraordinary outcome. You can't have anything extraordinary in your life if you're mucking around like the average Joe doing what everyone else does. You have to do extraordinary, you have to do unreasonable, you have to be ridiculous in order to get ridiculous results. And we want ridiculous. Life is too short to do and experience what everyone else gets, which is well below their par, well below their potential. Now, of course, I'm not saying don't enjoy smelling the roses in the park occasionally. This is what life is all about. But use that to drive you into the extraordinary. Use that foundation, the joy that you get, the gratitude you get from the everyday, and use that energy, that passion you get from being present and enjoying reality and simply not judging reality, just observing everything you have, and then fuel that rocket ship that can come moving forward to living an extraordinary life. What extraordinary requests? Get a pen and paper out right now. I'm watching you. I can see through the camera here, okay? Get yourself a pen, get yourself a pad, and I want you to write 5 extraordinary results you could potentially, if you really pushed it, if you really mixed in a bit of luck with hard work, with passion, with the best mood and the best levels of energy you could muster. What could you create for yourself? What 5 extraordinary things could you bring into your life? And then I want you to write another list of 5. What 5 extraordinary requests could you make of yourself? Maybe it's writing 2,000 words every day. Maybe it's reaching out to 3 incredible people every day in order to create incredible relationships and new mentors and new clients. What things could you do that could lead to results? So you've got 5 requests and 5 results. And now I want you to figure out what the results of the requests are going to be and what the requests of the results are going to be. That might have overcomplicated things. That might have been overkill. Understood. To keep it simple, write your 5 extraordinary results down and then figure out how you can do it. How can you bring that into your life? How can you exceed your own expectations? And when you start thinking this way, certain parts of your brain begin to light up. Certain parts that were previously dormant and were sitting there twiddling their thumbs, wondering when you would start making some action, taking some exciting, passionate moves out of your mundanity, out of your hamster wheel. Those parts of your brain are going to light up and say, "Whippy! He's finally doing something. He's finally making a move." I'm with you all the way, guys. Got a little friend here. Animals seem to come my direction. They just follow me. When I walk through Tbilisi, I'm like the Pied Piper. I attracted about 19 cats today, and we've got a Labrador. Very sweet. Anyway, that's my little call to action for you today. Write down 5 extraordinary outcomes, results, things, experiences, people you could bring into your life. Give yourself 3 to 6 months, maybe a year to get it done. Do you want to write a book? Get it done. Send me a comment below. I'm asking you this with as much support as I can give you to do this. Write yourself a comment with at least one of your extraordinary results that you're aiming for written down. Maybe we can talk about them in consecutive videos. If you want to hear more like this, more of me just chilling in a park, holding a phone until my arm drops off, hit the like button, do subscribe. I'm going to make a point of looking into the camera. And yeah, much love, guys. Really, really good luck. Really, really want to see you all do very well. Extremely well, in fact, extraordinarily well. And I know that you can do it. Just find that confidence, find that target, and make that first step. Good luck, peace, over and out, much love.